Welcome back, folks, to Big Debate. I'm your host, Big as usual. So we're back with another Factorio, and we're trying to get, if I remember from last little play, we're obviously up here getting this plastic. Like I said, this is when I played the season one. Um, Obviously, if you've not watched some previous ones, like season one of Factorio that I did, because of the space update, they changed all this, so we had to fiddle with getting the red. I've forgotten when I decided on a map that really I wanted the crude oil a bit closer than, shall we say, miles away. But it is what it is, and we'll deal with it. So whether we break this, like I said, we've got this copper here, that's good. We'll need that eventually. But we've got the coal reserve right up the top, so that's not too bad. So we can fiddle with that eventually. And I took out them biters, which obviously made it a lot more better than we originally had. But now I need to have blue, and the blue circuits around here somewhere. So I've got practically, I think, well, I haven't got everything yet because I haven't got the blue. So I really need to shove that down there. Get that going. Now I've got the others to get it going. Let's get this going. And start powering ahead, I think. Hopefully. I know I've moved some of the stuff. What are we... don't want that. So obviously we're running out of green, which is obviously the... See, this is the problem now. I've moved to do this. What have we got in here? We've got the... See, we're missing the circuits, which unfortunately just so happened to be up here. Because obviously I had to move... As you can see, we've got these. But that means I need to move all of that right the way down here to be able to get the circuit back in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. And let's... In fact, no, I'll do it with a cut actually. I'm going to cut this. Keep going down. I don't know how far yet, but I'll go far enough just to make sure that I get all of that. I can always move it in a second. Right, get rid of that. Oh, press the wrong button. My apologies there. And so I want to delete all that then. So now I've got all this. This is going to take forever and a day. So I wish you could just press delete and everything went back into your inventory, but apparently you can't. So, or can I? I do a cut, but I can't do a delete. No, there's no delete. That's really annoying. I think in the obviously in the next in season 3 when we get there, this I'll do all this differently. I'll remember everything that I need to remember then. So there must be a really easy way to delete all this because this is ridiculous. Just and it goes everything that it can in back to your inventory. Because that means I have to build all that again. like I said, what I'm going to do is, I can't do that yet, but I will do in 2 seconds once I get rid of all of this. Oh, this is a real pain. Something you really want to be watching, but unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. Nope, I won't get rid of that. It's almost there. We're almost got rid of everything. The reason why I need to be, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the blue in. I'm going to put the blue in, and then I'm going to put the inserters back in. It would be nice to cut it out, as in take the entire lot and not have to rebuild everything again. I know you've got now, but I've got things like nanos and things like that. This, no, I'll leave that. Early stage. Right, we've got rid of most of that now. Once I've solved this problem, it shouldn't actually be that bad to rebuild again. Well, it'll take a bit of a time, but we'll solve that. Right, so now I've cleaned that up, I will copy that into here. So that's for the blue, even though we haven't got the blue yet. We haven't got the blue, obviously, in the selection yet, but we are building, well, I'm technically not building anything at the moment, so I'm going to have to rebuild that. But I don't want to destroy that. What I want to do is get this back again, so I can get this back. Be nice to actually have some, cut that, like that. Because that's what we want. I just want to pass this through. So again, 1, 2, whoops, 1, 2. Right, so I've got that. So that's what I need to build. And then I'll put the other bit on the end of that. And then we'll finally be able to get the science back going. I'm not too happy about what I've done, but still, you know what it's it is what it is. No, that's not. I'll connect. Okay, I just want it to connect to power. I'm not worried about how tidy and how nice it is. That needs to come this way. That needs to come that way. That means that. Got to get it the right way because I'll do it wrong again. That means that's the red. That one's done. So we need wherever they are. Here. I've not increased the size. Oh, I changed it, didn't I? So this actually doesn't... This doesn't work how I originally had it. So to cut that out... Oh, missed that. Doesn't matter. That's the... I think it's this one here. I think this is where it needs to go. Right, there. The green circuit is now down here. Right, okay. Trying to get my head around what I'm actually going to try and do here. Oh, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Ah. I knew I shouldn't have. Let's just. That actually. Is a part of that. What do we want? We want the... Where are you? You're here somewhere. I know where you are. There you are. So I'll just pass you through. It doesn't matter. So you can be on this side. You've got that on that side. Obviously, before I had it slightly different to the way I've got it now. It's reminded myself how I want to do this. I'm just getting rid of all them because I don't want. I'll have to work it out. So that's the green. That's going to come at this side. Don't really. So how am I going to get these two? Bearing in mind, I have to. I want that one to carry on, and I want that one to carry on. But I need this one to carry on, but I need it to... So I'm going to have to arc that one out. Unless I can think of another way, but I can't think of it directly in my mind here. So that one can go upwards like that. This one has got to go... upwards. But I want that to come around there. So I want this to come around there. That, I think, is still big enough. Because that one can just go to there. That one can go to there. That means this... Sorry about this, but you can see where things get hellish more complicated when you go, how's that going to go? That one I just need to basically just let it to carry on. It doesn't really matter. Now, obviously, what I could do, instead of doing like the double amount, which is probably I can close that now, is I could do what I've done before, where I've set that side. That needs to carry on. The thing is the green is it's used by the red, it's used by the blue, and it's used by other things. And if you don't have enough green, you've got the risk of it not being working. So I'm only using half the amount, otherwise it would be a double, you know. And that's what I was a bit worried about. That I don't. What's that? Yeah, we'll need them. Not for this door, don't think. No, we need the green and we need the plates. Right. So plates is in. So plates going to come around here, and that's going to go back round to there. But that's going to come up. Right, so I've done them. That will be just carrying on. In fact, actually, that is obviously going to change. So this back line here isn't going to be no more. And obviously, I'll move everything of these down for a second one. So that now is going to come through. That's done. That's done. That technically should work. Don't need this, I don't think. Don't need that. Probably don't need that. Let's now get all this connected and start getting these coming back through again. Doing that because I don't want too much to go through there until I'm ready, because I might not need it actually. That'll just apparently doesn't do anything. Right, you can cut that, although that's just a blueprint, it doesn't matter. Right, so you'll go up. I'm going to cut you so you don't use too many of that to go up there. See, that's better, you see, because it's only half the amount. That now should start to fill up. That's great. That's the first step done in this playthrough. Sorry about this. Now we need to get this back again. In the same place, but obviously 5, 2. Why aren't you working? Is it because... oh, hell. Hate that. Ooh. Right, so you want these two. So you want actually this. So I still want this to come down. Past the green. Obviously, and then I want that to do miss 2. Like these two, and then no, not that way. Come back on itself. I'll put that to go like that. As it, I want that one to go like that. No, I normally have that one, and then that bar down here. So I've got the two, so I can turn it back on itself when I'm ready to turn it back on itself. That's the other one, so I'm going to have to redesign this because these two obviously need the two. That's no good. So I changed it, didn't I, from the last time? Which, what I should have done is thought about that before... It doesn't take much to get things wrong. Not in this game. Right. That. Just going to connect you. Don't connect. Not interested in how you've been connected. We need to take from the center to go out, out. Turn it. We're almost there with it. Anyway, we're getting there. It's like Christmas is coming. Yeah, right. Whatever. That's yeah. So that needs to come down here. Now we need to do this one. Where are you? Yep. Oh. Would have been a good idea if I put it in the right place, wouldn't it? That way, that way, that way. I say everybody has it all differently, and I mean obviously there's the right ways and the wrong ways to do it, and I'm probably doing it the wrong way, but I'm doing it the way my brain can understand the way these things go. And I think that's the best way, because otherwise I'll get myself so confused. That should be red. So for the red, we only need a copper. And so we need to find a copper. There's the copper one. Here it is. So that needs to come through. Now, here's where I don't think that is... No, didn't think so. I could do that. Which is something I might have to do. But I could also... I've got the red ones. I have got the red ones. Let's do a couple of red. They can go further, I think. Yeah. Although they will be faster. Nah, I'm not convinced. If this gets blown up, then I'm going to have a huge problem with them, Anna. There's nothing wrong with that being there. It looks a bit naff, but hey, you know. Beggars can't be choosers. Right, so that is a now goer. I'll sort that out in a minute. That needs to come this way. Don't even know what this is all about. That's going down there. That means that's jumping at that side. I see, I know what I've done. I couldn't do that because that was I was thinking I could have done it with that, but no, I can't. So that's why that one wasn't working. And that's obviously now producing the things that we wanted. It was... Where are they? They're around here somewhere. Right, it's this one. That's now solved that one. That's solved that one. I don't need to do this. I need the this though. That'll get that. That'll get that. And obviously then I need to build all this debacle. That's coming through there. That's coming to that side. Ah, yes. But I don't think that's the right one. Is that the right one? Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's fine. So that's jumping from that way, that way. That's going to jump to that, and obviously carry on. That now is in. Yeesh. This isn't a nightmare by any stretch of the imagination, is it? Right, so all of them are then put back together. We get in there, my friends. We get in there. You know what they say, so is Christmas. That's the wrong way, isn't it? Thinking, why is that not working? That needs to come there. Or at least there. There. That will... That doesn't need to be there, does it? At all now. That's going to come through there. That can be taken out. I could just not do that. Right, so they're going down there. That's the red. That's both of the reds done. Oh, damn, I can't see now. And I just keep forgetting. Right, let's get this linked. That's copper. Let's fix anything we've got broken here. Right, that's fixed. So that's going through under there, around there. That's coming through, that's going under there. That should be them two fixed. Yeah. So that's them. I may need to extend this because I don't know where they're coming out and I need to find them. Here they are. And that's... Oh, that's coming down this one. Oh, Bomber. That's not going to work, is it? The reason why that's not going to work is that will not... Oh, yes, it will. I stand corrected. Correction has been pointed out. I was thinking, that's not going to work. But it is going to work. Oh, I haven't got any. No, don't want to do that. Get off me, you. Right, that's done. Oh, well, I know what I'll do. Got all this here, haven't I, that I don't think I need. Might as well grab a lot of it, actually. Right, so obviously then I can fix some of this as well. All this obviously gapping and that, and get, well, I can do that one now. Let's just, so that is now back into the red. That needs to be jumped. Like so. And again, we want 2, so that's where the 2 would be. 2 gaps, so I can send it back up. In fact, I'm going to have to send that on another. It's going to have to be here, isn't it? Like that, so. Right, because obviously that needs to come past that. Ay, ay, ay. Right, so I can extend this. I can extend that. That is blah, 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 blah. Look if I've got any. I'll turn that in. So that's fixed. That's going up now. I need, where are you? You're down here somewhere. There you are. Missed you. I missed you. Didn't see it. Couldn't see the wood for the trees. I don't think I actually need that again, but I'm just going to put that in just to make sure. So that side is obviously coming in there. That side is now coming in there. So that's going to feed that side. That now should give me some thing when it gets in. That's it then. Yay! Only taken like 2/3 of the video, but you know. But now you can see, if you do this wrong, which obviously I did, it causes, shall we say, problems. But I should be able to increase this. If I don't have that problem as well. It's a bit faffy, but it works. But I'm happier with that one than I was with the last one. I just now have to get more because I can just extend the thing and not have to worry about it being. Oops. I hate that one. I wish sometimes you could stop that doing it. That should be enough. I mean, well, it's not going to be enough. I mean, it's only 2, 4, 6. It's only 12. I think I could get maybe 24, maybe. I'm not too sure. Now I've got to rebuild this. Don't understand why that's not a thing, but we'll work that out in a minute. Right, let's get these done. Like that done. Right, so now we're actually finally getting back going. But I've made enough room for the blue. I just can't obviously do anything with the blue at the moment because I can't build it. Well, that's the idea. If I've done this right, I'm gonna be so annoyed with myself. Obviously, I have to fiddle with the thing, but obviously red needs to go into blue. Green circuits need to go into blue. So we've got the green circuits, but obviously I need to increase the green circuits because there's just not enough. There's not enough of everything going in there. So I need to increase the copper because obviously I'm only producing, and then I need to increase the. It's like a catch-22 in this. I need to increase that, which then increases that, which then increases that. But that also that's gonna start solving my sort of main problem. Now we've got the blue done, so that's good. I could do with the speed buff on there. That'd be quite nice. Who put the stone in the way? But you can see, if, like I said before, if you don't put this the right way, you have an enormous amount of problems. And this should be able to increase as well. Like I increased that, I can increase that and keep increasing that. Obviously, this I'll have to keep moving down because now I'll put the next science down here, next science down there, and obviously all the stuff that I've hopefully built. But some of it I'll have to be building on the bottom of this back where the cursor is on the mini map there. But I'll have to drag it down, as you can see. That's what I said. I wasn't really sure about how far I really wanted or anything because it's all new. It's all just an experiment idea, but it's working. We should have blue circuits. Where's the blooming circuits go? I always get this wrong. Right. Can I actually? Yes, I can. No, I can't because I've not got blue yet. I can enqueue it, but I'm not making blue, so I'm going to have to make blue science. Right. There's blue science, so that's sulfur and... Oh, God. I get sulfur from the crude oil. Ow. And engines. You get the engines, so I know engines as well, so... That's... Right, so that's metal plate. Okie dokie. So you can't really do... Well, that's a... I left this for the blue. But that would mean I'd have to go back on itself? No, maybe not. Nah, I'm getting confused with myself. Yeah, because I can't research that yet until I get the science. Right, so I need... Let's get my brain around this. I need to get the steel plate for a start. And I want it lower. So steel plate. Now this is why I split these two up. Alright, see, I've got the steel plate here. So that's why I was doing the steel plate, but that's not where I want the steel plate though. That is going a different way, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I know what I was building the steel plate for. I was building it for the armor piercing one. For these rounds here. I'll take that out. That I don't want it to go into here. I want it to be separate. I may just build a separate one here actually, although I've set that the wrong way around, haven't I? It's supposed to be that way around. We're nearly at the end of the... But like I said, my thing still stands. If you build this wrong, in any way, shape or form, you then have an absolute nightmare to be able to, you know, get it back running again, basically. I'm going to copy that. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that. Just give myself some a bit more room. And I'll flip that. So I'm copying this. I'm going to put this. This is where this is here. So I've got the coal and I've got the... That's... Oh, I'll just dump it there. Fine. What could possibly go wrong? Yes, what could possibly go wrong? How many times have we said that? Right, so, and then that is actually going to go back. That. Why on earth didn't you... Sometimes it goes... Eh? That way. That way. That's for coal. That's for all. That. I'm going to do that because I'm not too sure about. That needs to come back up here because when they've been done. This is what I said I wanted to, but I think it makes it really, really complicated to have to. Well, it does remember it, so. Just connect me. Just connect me. I'll fix you up later. Right, that way. You can now start making... Jolly good. Right. I'll give the... Oh, that's what I didn't want to do. There, that's better. Right, that's the gap. Right then, let's... That's still the same, so let's copy that. Or thereabouts, anyway. Ugh. That means it should be over there. So that's clearly not where that's going to be. How many more of these have we got? Not that many. That means I'm going to need some stone. Bummer. I know there's a store here somewhere. It's on the map. But where's the store? That's copper. Number 2. I'll get rid of that. Or maybe I've got enough. Thought I wasn't going to have enough, but I think I might have enough. I could obviously increase that to make me steel. So that takes that. That's also going to take... but I'm going to do that slightly different. I'm going to send it through this way. I'm going to do that, Anna. So that means I can send the call on this one. Don't think I need to send it through, but let's just send it through nonetheless. And then do one there, and then that'll fit itself on there. That needs to be taken in, that needs to be taken in. Yeah, I got that the right way around. Won't be the first time I've got it the wrong way around. Not sure yet if I need the copper to come through. Right, that's got that. That's where that would needs to come through. Why do you not doing what I want you to do? Right, that's better. It's probably the same as before. Right, that's it. So now you're making the steel. Right then, let's end the episode here. Now you can see, I find I got something going. I'll put, I might as well NQ some of these because I've not got the, I've not got the thing going yet. So I might as well, get some of this going while I'm waiting, because it might as well do all that. So you can see eventually how we're getting this. It is a bit slower than I was expecting it, but once I've got it set all up, it should be just power ahead. But it's all the setting up. Again, like I said, I changed the design from what I had last time. Over the course of this season, so from season 1. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you in the next. Sorry about for it being a bit slow, but like I said, you can tell that it's a bit different this one because we've had to unlock the science which is behind the change, and you've got to get the crude thing, which is obviously something that wasn't in the previous one because the space age wasn't out. But anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.